Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the With God podcast. And I'm your host, Favor Dyro. If you're new to the With God podcast, this is a podcast where I share things that I learned while starting my relationship with Christ and things that I'm still learning while growing in my relationship with Christ. This is a judge free zone where I do not judge you guys, and hopefully, you guys do not judge me as well. And together, we're just looking forward to each other's growth. Hey guys, I am back. I am back. Praise the Lord. It is awesome to be back, and I know you guys have so many questions. I'm here to answer it all. Though I did not ask you guys, but I basically just figured out that you guys, the majority question will probably be, where have I been and why haven't I posted for like a month now? And guys, I promise there are actually good reasons behind it, and it was not intentional at all. I would not intentionally not post. And yeah, let me just go ahead and start, because I know you guys are waiting. First of all, I really just want to say that it was not intentional of me to not post for like 3 weeks straight, and which is basically like almost a month now. And no, it was not on purpose. Like, I genuinely have had events back to back every single week. I'm telling you, like, it's just been events, and it's not like events that I could just easily miss. It's been events that has to do with school. It's mainly events that had to do with school and like work. Like right now, today's Friday. About like 6 p.m. 6 p.m. ish, and I am recording this before going to a worship night at a church because, mind you, I had plans to, when I come back from school today, I was just gonna record it at night with a different phone and not even this phone. But you're not gonna lie, I just felt like things just kept on coming in the way, that it was just like things coming in the way to just not want me to record this video. But I just got convicted that I am procrastinating and I need to get up and figure something out, and I have. And but the past few weeks has been so busy, so scheduled, and I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. And it the week I was not busy, I did make a post on YouTube, that I was not going to be able to post because I didn't feel led to talk about anything. Like, I didn't have any topic to talk about, and I posted that. So you guys, please turn on your post notifications so you guys can see anytime I make a post. So when I'm making important like announcements on there, you guys are informed, because it's very important to know this. So it won't be like I'm just leaving you guys in in I'm just leaving you guys and being MIA on purpose. um but yeah, it's really been a lot of school things, school events that I feel like I don't have to necessarily mention what they were. But yeah, but I'm back. I'm back by the grace of the Lord. I am back with so much more plans for the With God podcast. I feel like while not posting, I really missed this. I'm sorry, guys, if I do a lisp, because I don't know, something's wrong with my teeth, my gum. I keep biting my gum. Yeah, I don't know if that's my gum, but I keep biting it, and like it makes my speech like mess up. But I'm gonna try as much as possible not to let that happen. But what was I saying? But yeah, I've really been, it's been school, 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 but thanks to the Lord, and I'm so grateful because school is over. By next week Thursday, I'm going to be done with school. I still have the SAT to study for, and on summer I'm going into my senior year. Your girl's gonna be a senior. Yay! Last year of high school. I am so happy, and it's all because of the Lord that I am here and I'm standing where I am, and that I am going to be able to go to senior year. And I'm living in so many answered praise that I want to share with you guys so bad. Okay. First, first, I'm gonna tell you guys the story, then tell you guys the testimony. So with my school, It's like election season, like like from April to like right now. It was election season and it's pretty much over now, but I was running to be the secretary of my school's HOSA club, but I did not get the position. And it was really sad. My friend did, and I'm so happy for her that she got it. So please, guys, do not look at this and be like, "Oh, I wish my friend didn't get it." No, the Lord has a plan for every single person, and you know, he knows his ways. Like you can't question him. So I was really sad that day. I was crying, but not because I didn't trust the Lord or I felt like the Lord hated me for giving her that role. It was just because I was really emotional. So when I was crying that day, I kept on saying in my mind that, God, I am not mad at you. God, I do not hate you. I am just really emotional. I'm a really emotional person. And I never felt guilty, because I know that the Lord understands and He sees my heart. So part of me felt like I should be mad. Like I should be mad at the Lord. Like I wanted this. I wanted this. I should have gotten it. But no, life doesn't always go like that. You won't always get what you want. The Lord won't always answer the prayers that you pray for, that you pray about. He won't always answer them. But that's the part where whenever I'm praying, I always say that, Lord, according to your will. The Lord answers prayers according to His will. When He sees that it's best fit, He gives you that role. He gives you that thing you're praying for. So that's how I felt. And I had friends and family who were comforting me and just telling me that it's okay, it's not the end of the world. Like I kept on telling myself that, but I was just sad at the moment. Like an hour or two later, I was so like overwhelmed by the love I was feeling and by God and by the Lord and by my parents, by my family, my siblings, my friends. I was so overwhelmed and tears were gone. Like, I'm just really emotional. So that had to happen. But I'm okay. So, but that was the first time I campaigned for anything or ran for any position. So I really got the experience. So you see, nothing happens. Everything happens for a reason. So you guys need to always remember that. That's something that I always carried. Like everything happens for a reason. Because of that, I have experience in campaigning. So later in the future, when it's time to campaign for a position that I want to run for again, I am already used to it because I ran for it. Decide that, Imagine if I decided to be shy and be like, I feel like there's too much competition, there's too many people I'm running against, and they're really strong candidates because genuinely, the people I ran against, we're all good candidates. And I kept on telling everybody who asked that, oh, who are you running against? I was like, if you ask me to pick between us, I would say that it is really hard and it has to be one flaw from like each person for me to say like, okay, then you could choose that person because we're really strong candidates. But by the grace of the Lord, one club I've really been tuning in and be more engaged in was my Bible club in school. So we have a Bible club in school, and I already had in mind to run for that as well because I wanted to add more changes to the Bible club. So I had in plan to run for the vice president who gives sermons and yeah. So there were basically two vice presidents. So one who gives sermons and I forgot the role of the other one, but yeah, basically that. Then so I ran for it, I applied for it, I sent in the application. So actually, was it yesterday? Today? No, it was Wednesday. So this Wednesday, um we had a meeting. We always have a meeting every Wednesdays. And the current president called me and another girl over it, and she told me that she wants to give us the position of co-president. So we're gonna co-president together. So she's taking away the role of vice presidents, two vice presidents, and making it one vice president and two presidents. And I was like, wow, this is the Lord. I was just crying like 3 weeks ago about not getting secretary for a club. Now I am here with the position of president for Bible club. Not even any club. This is Bible club. This is something I have so much passion for. I also have some passion for HOSA. I actually had genuine ideas and things that I wanted to implement that I believe will really help with the growth of the club. And add to the value of the club as a member as well. So it's no problem. It's not that those ideas are going to waste. No. So I'm really just thankful to the Lord because he turned my tears of sorrow, my tears of sadness into tears of joy. On Wednesday, I sent it to my family, and I was crying to them about how I didn't get the position of Hosa. Now I am going to them happy, so they see the Lord's goodness in my life. They see how awesome the Lord is working in my life. I told my friend that was on call with me while I was crying. She's comforting me. She is dancing with me because I am big president. I am thankful to the Lord. It is not because of my hustle. Mind you, I ran for vice president. And where did the Lord put me? President. That is God. No coincidence or, oh, okay, she just probably thought it was best fit. No, 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 no. That is God. That is God. And one thing about God, he's always going to get the last laugh. I feel like the devil was definitely laughing that time I did not get the, secretary position. Because I'm telling you, I told everybody that I'm confident. I have the Lord. So it's no reason for me to doubt myself because this person's a really strong candidate and all that. I had so much faith in the Lord. So the devil felt like, yes, she's defeated. Yes, she didn't get that. She had faith for no reason. She was boasting for I wasn't boasting, but he was probably like I was boasting. But I just had faith in the Lord, and he got the last laugh. My father got the last laugh, and he's so awesome. He's so awesome. So that's definitely one of my biggest highlights that have happened to me while we haven't been talking. I also have some notes down on some lessons I got um that I just things that I've just learned over the weeks while I haven't been recording. I have really new plans to add to the With God podcast. They aren't finalized yet, but when they are, I'm definitely going to share it with you guys. I'm planning on having, our evangelism event that was meant to happen during the spring break. Now I'm moving it to summer, and I'm even making it bigger. Plans are still going to happen. I'm still going to make some changes, and things are still going to happen. But when the plan is in effect and when it's good to go, I will definitely share it with you guys. You guys will be the first to hear about it. I promise. No, I'm actually being for real. You guys are going to be the first to hear about it. Um, School. Let me tell you guys about school. I just literally got an email like probably like 10 minutes ago, or not 10 minutes, let's say like 30 minutes ago, that I will be honored at the upcoming award ceremony for my grade. Last year, 10th grade, I was bawling my eyes out because I worked so hard second semester and I did not get any award, but my GPA did go up. But I was so sad because I really wanted to get recognized. I really wanted my parents to see that my grades have really grown, because semester one I did so bad, but semester two it insanely grew. Like my GPA grew so much, and that's God. That was God. And now I saw that email, and I'm like, I remember crying over this email. I remember wanting this email so bad, and now it's happened, and it's not nothing because God really loves us and he hates to see us sad. It hurts him to see us sad. And now I'm smiling. I'm so happy because God loves me. He really does. He loves you. He's so intentional about us. And one thing I will always say that I forever love about God is intentionality. He's so intentional about us. And yeah, my grades are amazing. And in the summer, I also remember telling myself that God, I don't want to take any finals. And my school does this thing where if you meet certain requirements, you get to exempt the final. You get to not take it, and by the grace of the Lord, I am not taking any finals, just like I had said that I wanted, the goal I wanted to achieve. And the Lord listened. He listens. So know that now. This is all the testimonies I'm sharing with you guys is not to brag. So I'm telling you, if you're someone who's not experiencing these things I'm experiencing, and you have to take the finals and you have to study so hard, please, please, please Do not get discouraged. Do not feel like God doesn't love you or God hates you. No, that is never the case. Never, never, never. There were times where I cried. I'm telling you guys this so you guys understand that um it's not always like rainbows, sunshine and rainbows, like there are times where it's just sad and silent, but God is working. And I'm sharing those testimonies because this is now God, this is the result of how God was working in times where I was feeling so sad about certain things. And please just know God is working, okay? And all those things that happens to us, like me not getting the position to get in even more higher positions, it makes me grow, because anytime it's another situation like that where I do not get what I want, I remember this testimony and I will keep it in mind that God will come true for me just as he came true for me in this situation. So that's, you see how the Lord works. Like, he works so amazingly and awesomely, and it's like he's so, the way he works, it's like you can't question him, you can't predict it. Like, he knows best, so just trust him. um and I'm just really doing so good with school. My grades are how I've dreamed of. you know I feel like I constantly keep hearing that voice say, "You're not enough." Like, this is not enough. That you could do higher. You could do more. This could be higher. I believe it could be higher. Like, my grades could be higher. I could get more. Like, my 90s could be more in the higher 90s. But a quote I really stand by, and I want you guys to really take to heart is, it's along this lines. It's not exactly how I'm saying it, but it's along this lines. It basically says, just because, don't forget how far you've come, just because you still have more to go. Something like that. So basically, because I'm here now, and it's like I remember being in positions where I used to be with 70s, I used to be with 80s, and I used to be okay with that. But I didn't want to be okay with that. Like, to be honest, I accepted sorry guys, I accepted the definition, and I just put the title of an average student on myself. I felt like I couldn't strive for higher. This average is better than failing. That was the mindset I have. But now I am getting A's, like it's straight A's, guys. And not to brag, again, not to brag, I'm just really proud of myself. And something I also want to say, another point is, there's no such thing as a dumb prayer. There's no such thing as a little prayer. Um so one of the events that has to do with school that I have attended, and this was like probably like last week Saturday. Yeah, I'm pretty sure last week Saturday. And it was basically, I'm in band in my school, guys. So we basically got invited to go play at a game, at a football game, at a soccer game. I'm sorry, I keep saying football. But at a soccer game. And so it was really fun. I decided I wanted to go to that. I missed the birthday party for that because I've never experienced being at an actual soccer stadium. So I'm like, I want to go there. I want to be there. So we got on the bus. We got there. We had a 2 hours delay. Like, we had to stay in the bus for like about 2 hours, 3 hours, and I was already exhausted to the brim, and I was so scared that we were gonna get sent back because there was some, like, some errors, and like just some misunderstandings and stuff like that. But while on the bus, I just prayed. I just said, "Lord, please let us get to go. Let us get to go. And even if it's not to perform, let us get to go." And I want to see the field. I want to see, watch a soccer game in real time, in real life. But praise be to God, we got to go in, and I had the best nights ever. We got to play as well. So and we got so many compliments about our playing, and it was an awesome night. So what am I trying to say? Whatever it is that it might seem so dumb to pray about that thing. Nothing is a dumb prayer. There's no such thing as a dumb prayer. Pray to God about it. Is it that pencil that you want to buy? Is it that shoe that you want to buy? Because let me tell you, God listens. He listens. I feel like that's my highlight of like my life so far. The fact that God listens. He listens. He's one thing I like is a thoughtful person. Like, I'm that type of person as well. Like, if you say you like something, like, let's say we're having a conversation and you say you like something, I will make sure to keep that in mind. Like, I have such good memory, so I keep that in mind when it's time to get you a birthday gift, especially if it's one of my good friends and my friends in general. Even if you're not my friend, but we're still in contact and we still talk every once in a while, and I know your birthday is coming up, and I remember you telling me you like this thing, of course I'm gonna get it for you. I'm going to get it for you. Not to make any promises, but I'm just saying I'm just that type of person. And I'm just praying the Lord will bless my pockets even more to be able to spoil people. Like, I want to be the type of person to get people birthday gift, like, every single time. I never want to miss a birthday gift, giving someone a birthday gift. And I know the Lord is going to do it. But that's how thoughtful the Lord is. That's how intentional He is about every single one of us. He loves us all equally. And I just, please, guys, do not forget this. Something else that I have down is you can never do enough for someone who sent his son to die for our sins. I remember, like, without the days wasn't recording, I was just, it was just me in my life. I constantly keep hearing as well that you're not doing enough. You're not doing enough when it comes to your relationship with Christ. And it wasn't that it was exactly true. Like, I did my quiet time with the Lord. I spent time with the Lord. I always listen to worship music, and like Christian music, gospel music. Anytime I was out or every chance I get, I listen to it. And I just constantly kept hearing that voice like, you're not doing enough. And it was just, I don't know, like, then I remember being on the bus the next morning and I heard this quote, because I heard this in a TikTok video before and I got reminded about this quote. So it basically says that you can't you can't pay back to someone. You can't pay back for a love so, you know for a love so awesome. Like, God's love, He sent His son to die for us when we didn't even love Him, when we didn't even know Him. That love is extraordinary. It's something you can't match. There's songs I know that I really can't remember right now, but there's songs that says literally, like, they talk about this. It talks about, like, there's no way I could pay you back, Lord. Like, I could try everything, but it still wouldn't be enough. On so the little moments that you're giving him, the times you're spending with him, is more than enough to him. So how is someone that is not, even allowed to spend time with the Lord, or even like the devil, like, I feel like that's the one person that keeps on trying to get in our head to tell us that you're not a Christian, you can't be a Christian, you're not best fit for this life. How is someone that is not even invited to, the Lord is welcoming us to have a relationship with Him. So how is someone who's not invited to have a relationship with Him give an opinion on it? Like, you haven't even experienced it. You don't even know what it's like. You don't know the love and joy that I am experiencing. So how are you gonna tell me that the Lord doesn't love me? How are you gonna tell me that He hates me? Because one of my favorite Bible verse that I discovered is Isaiah 12 verse 3, which says, the joy that we drink from the wells of salvation, the joy we get to experience from knowing an awesome Father, from knowing the Lord, it's everything. Knowing the Lord, I'm telling you, when people ask, when I see on TikTok and I see this, like, questions, and they ask, like, why do you believe in the Lord? Something that I always answer with is, because I have seen the difference of life with Him and life without Him. Life without Him, I was trying to be someone I'm not. I was trying to constantly fit in. I was trying to be someone I wasn't even comfortable being. But life with Him, I don't have to act like someone else. I don't have to be someone else before He loves me. I could come as I am. I didn't have to come with a good character. I was someone with such a bad character. I always picked fights with people. I never respected my parents as much. I never, showed my siblings love like I was meant to. But now, life with Him, I don't do those things anymore. I'm constantly improving. I'm learning day by day. So I'm telling you, if you're someone struggling and it's just sometimes where, you mess up, Do not let that define you. Do not let that moment just make you forget how far you've come. Do not let that moment make you forget that the progress you've made. Something I also like that I remember is when I saw this quote that says, just because you mess up one time doesn't mean your progress goes to 0% and you have to start all over. I used to have that mindset, but not anymore after seeing that. No, your progress doesn't start over. It doesn't erase. No, you get up. Get up, get up, get up. Go to the Father. When you sin, go to Him. Go to Him. The devil will always try to make you feel guilt, and he will always make you try to make you feel shame. But the Lord sent His Son to die on the cross for those, so those shames and those guilt there, He died for them. So it's not something that we should have or feel anymore, because the Lord sent His Son to die for us for those things. um let's see the other points. I feel like I really already covered everything. Okay, I feel like the last one is, do not ever be too busy for the Lord. The Lord is going to bless us with so many things, and that shouldn't be the highlight of why you should want to have a relationship with Christ. You should want a relationship with Christ because you know that He loves you so much, and that the love you're experiencing is real, and it's an awesome love. So you want something that's real, right? You want real love. You don't want lust. And that is what the Lord is offering every single one of us, and He's offering it to us equally. So when the Lord is blessing you with things that you pray for, with the things that your heart desires, He's answering them according to His will and according to His timing. There's certain things that we're going to ask the Lord for, and He's not going to answer them immediately, because He feels like when He answers them, we're going to choose it as an idol over Him. And I had to learn that the hard way. It was certain things I used to pray for that I used to be like, God, why can't I have this thing right now? But then I realized that if I get this thing right now, I am going to make it an idol. And the Lord is a jealous God. He is a jealous God. He wants you to get to the point where whatever it is, you're going to place Him over every single thing, and every single time you're going to choose Him. If it's to choose between that person or that thing and God, you're going to choose God, then you deserve that thing. He's going to give you that thing. He knows us all equally. He knows us best. Nobody knows us more than the Lord knows us. He knows best, okay? So we can't question Him. We just have to keep trusting Him. He's going to answer those prayers according to His will. When He sees it fit, it's like, it's best. Okay, you're going to have this. And I'm gonna end this with the quote saying that when it's if it's right, then it is God's timing. If it's God's timing, then it is right. I said it backwards. But yeah, that basically concludes like how I've been doing, what I've learned so far, for this past 3 weeks. And so it's really just lessons and just testimonies, and just it's growth. Like, it's God teaching me, because we're His children. He's our Father. Parents are meant to teach their child to grow into a good person, to grow into a wonderful person, an amazing person. You don't want to raise a kid who's going to end up in bad places. And that's the Lord teaching us to be that good person, teaching us to grow into His image, to grow into, not His image, but to grow into the person who portrays His character. And we know that eventually the day is going to come where we're going to spend time with Him, and it's going to be awesome. So when it's time, are you going to be ready? Are you going to be ready? If you don't have that relationship with Christ yet, I want you to see this prayer. I want you to see this. Lord, with intentionality and actually meaning it, say this: Lord, I accept you as my Lord and Savior. I know that you died on the cross for my sins. You sent your only Son to die on the cross for my sins, and you chose me, and you love me so much. So I choose you, God. I want to live life with you, and I want to see how life with you is. And I promise you, after you said this, when you choose life with Christ, you're not turning back. You're not going to turn back. It's not a threat, but it's really the reality of it. I feel like there's been times where I have been reminded to miss the things that I used to like when I wasn't with Christ, but it's just that I just constantly remember the actual joy I experience with the Lord. So why would I want to go to something that gives me temporary joy? So you know what? I'm good where I'm at. I'm good with the Lord. I want you to feel that way as well. So this commences our, update, and I can't wait to bring more good news to you guys in the next episode. By the grace of God, I will be uploading next week Saturday, next week Sunday, next week Sunday. I forgot I changed it to Sundays, but next week Sunday. And share your testimonies with me, guys. Share things that you've learned. If you want to talk about anything personal, text me. Let's chat up. Let's make friends. Let's be friends, okay? Make friends in the comments, guys. Meet your best friend in my comment section. I would love that to happen. And we're almost close to the 1 year anniversary of the With God podcast. It is all because of God, about like 25, 26 episodes, and it's really all been the Lord. It's been Him by my side every single moment, every single time. And I am so grateful. Grateful for the audience, grateful for the lives I'm going to impact, the lives that souls I'm going to win for Him. And I know it's coming. I know it's going to happen. And I trust it's going to happen because I have the Lord. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in my next episode. Bye, guys.